Oh yes, it really was time for the truth. I am tremendously impressed by the work that was done. Thousands of sensible and free-thinking people, volunteers from all over the world, worked in order for the terrible, terrifying information to be unveiled. But the information is absolutely necessary and sobering for all of us. Did you know that there are lobby secretaries all over the world who decide who, where, when, and under what conditions their successful and famous bosses will take part or speak at certain conferences and events? Did you know that our entire planet is enveloped by a terrible octopus-like garbage mafia? Did you know all the details about the cyclicity in space, which threatens our planet with a catastrophe? And did you know about the horrifying inhale of the Earth? Now you know, and it's sobering, isn't it? What else needs to happen so that you all wake up, friends, and unite? What do you want? To see your children's last moment? Well, if you're lucky, you will die first, and if not, you will see the last breath of your loved ones. Do you want this? What for? When we can say no to the existing system, just like that, and tomorrow, all the negative things will stop, because today we unite.
I have just watched a video about refugees at the conference, Global Crisis, the Time for the Truth, and started watching a video about consumerism. To be honest, it is so hard to find words and describe the horror you feel inside when you see it and realize that we do live in such a world. I just don't know. If all the information and facts that are presented at this conference doesn't awaken us as humanity, as all people, then I don't know. I can't even imagine what else should be said so that we finally understood that we have to change the format of society, because the consumer format is just death. It is, really, some nightmare, hell, and it's just waiting for death. But people, we ourselves are responsible for living in this world. And honestly, I do not want to live in such a world. I just do not want to. Creative society is the only way, and it's real and beautiful. We all want to live in the world where we're safe, where people are friends, where all people love each other.
What I want to say is that the information that was voiced at this conference is simply not only shocking, it blows your mind, because I actually found out from the time of the last conference, which was held on July 24th, 2021, and until today, December 4th, there hasn't been a single day without a large-scale flood on the planet. In other words, some kind of global climatic disaster which deprived people of everything, their lives and shelter. It has happened every day on the planet. You know, this happens every day.
Today, considering all the terrible events that are taking place on our planet, the most joyful thing, which was clearly demonstrated at the conference today, is this awakening of humanity. The fact that the truth has been voiced and that people are finally becoming free from this imposed nonsense. The simplest and the most important thing we need to do now is to unite. All we need is to take this step and realize how much we need it, because as it was said at the conference, the truth cleanses and encourages us to act. If we do not know what is happening, and if we do not see what is happening in the whole world, what is happening to people, then we are inactive, and this is terrible because our home is falling apart. And just, foreseeing multiple, let's say, multiple excuses, such as not enough people are talking about it yet, or wrong people are talking about it at the moment, I just want to say that those who are speaking up now are real heroes, and these are the best people. These are the most worthy people because they're not afraid to be the first to tell this truth.
The more numerous we are, the more we will be able to preserve our earth, preserve natural resources, and prevent water from going completely underground. I am a fisherwoman myself. Last time I went fishing on that big lake, but it was gone. It was empty. There was no fish, and there was such a big hole. I traveled around Bashkortostan, 50 kilometers from the city of UFA. I was really surprised that the lakes and rivers are starting to go dry little by little, going underground. It is very scary when all this is happening in front of your eyes. Thank you very much for revealing the secret that had probably been hidden from us for decades. And I bow down to all the volunteers.
In fact, we are, as humanity, in a difficult situation right now. We're in the worst crisis, which covers various spheres of our society: economic, environmental, and climate crisis. And those acute topics, which are not customary to be raised in society, like the slave trade and those terrible conditions in which climate refugees find themselves, what those people have to endure, what people have to live through when they lose absolutely everything, their homes, all their possessions. They have to leave their country, travel into the unknown, and they have nothing. How often do we think about such situations and such people?
How awesome is it that this event was organized by volunteers from all over the world, and that there are so many caring people among politicians and scientists who have responded. It really, gives, or rather doesn't give, but strengthens the belief that we will succeed. Of course, it's very painful to see such footage and to hear people talking about what happened to them during the climate disasters. The truth really cleanses, and only together we can survive what's coming, or rather what's already happening. Everything depends on us.
This information has touched me very deeply. All the materials are so deep and imbued with the understanding that it can happen to us, to our children, to our loved ones, to our families tomorrow. Indeed, the direct path out of the crisis, out of everything that we'll have to face, is to build the creative society.
The way out of this situation is the building of the creative society. A society where human life will be valued, where we can combine all our human and scientific potential to solve climate issues, to create such conditions that will help us survive. We have the opportunity to change all this. Now, we have a chance to unite and change the situation which we are currently in. But we can only do this together. Only if each of us spreads the word that there is this chance, that together we can build the creative society. Only then we'll have a chance to change the situation in which we are.
I want to live in a happy, beautiful society, and I'm grateful to everyone who has made the maximum effort to make this conference happen. And to those who will understand the importance and watch this conference, even in parts, tell everyone and suggest joining the building of the creative society. I want to say, guys, don't be afraid. Of course, it may seem so massive at first or impossible. Well, just figure all this information out for yourselves. See what people are talking about. Look, compare facts and join in. And let's just save each other. Together, let's save everybody's lives. And you should do it for yourself and your loved ones first and foremost. And the loved one, in fact, is every person in this sense.